Hello, everyone. This is Melissa Brandon with Startup Prize. And oh my goodness, y'all, we got a fun founder spotlight today. I am so thrilled to have Tanvi and Madhav with me from Brace. Welcome, friends.
Hello. Thanks for having us, Melissa.
Thanks for making the time because it seems like you guys have been quite busy. We will talk about all that's been going on, but first, why don't you tell folks a little bit about who you are, where you are, and what you two are working on these days?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm Madhav Aggarwal. Hello, everyone. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Brace. And I am Tanvi. I am the other co-founder and the COO of Brace. And we're both not only the founders of Brace, but also graduating seniors at Michigan State. We'll be out and about in 3 weeks, but we're also former athletes. Our journeys within athletics and now careers within engineering pushed us to create Brace, which is an advanced material tech startup. We make patented polymer composites. Consider this fabric, cords, ropes, cables that are stronger than steel, fire resistant, lightweight to make athletic gear, work gear, and medical equipment better, faster, and cheaper and quicker to produce. And we've been doing this for the last 2 years.
It is really incredible to honestly to see how much success and how far you guys have come in such a short time. I wonder, so I will just we'll just rip the band-aid off first of all and let everyone know that you are a finalist for the 2025 non-FDA track finalists. I wonder if you could tell us maybe your first kind of when you dipped your toe into Startup Prize, maybe kind of where y'all were at the time. Just to kind of give a little context. So tell us about maybe like when Brace came and hung out with us at that first qualifying event. Tell us a little bit about where you were in your journey.
Yeah, of course. When we were part of Startup Prize, at first we didn't even know what Startup Prize was or like what we were kind of getting ourselves into. We just randomly found it online and we were like, oh, this is such a cool opportunity. And we just applied. We didn't even think, that we would make it thus far to be like the finalists, out of like the huge number of startups who, were part of that initial round. But, we were very fortunate to, have a chance to be part of it. I think at the time, I think it was around a year ago, I would say right now. It was around the time where we just got our first patent granted, which was super exciting. Yeah. And this was, I think, last summer. So, junior year summer, we finally had gotten into our office space. That was the first ever workspace we'd moved into with our larger marketing team. It was exciting times. We were gearing up for senior year, and also, we had just scored our first partnership with
Yes.
an African shoe brand. So yeah, we were 1 year younger. We had shorter hair, but yeah, times were exciting. Yeah, I think that was
Yes.
just when we were just starting out. We had like a little bit of momentum, or like just we were just figuring out the ropes with our first partnership with the granted patent, and like really being like, oh, we have our technology. Like it was really like commercialization and how do we scale this now that we have something, and also exploring like other markets too, especially like with the health side, and that's where Startup Prize came a lot into. But yeah, it was a way it didn't feel like a long time ago, but yeah. It feels like so much has changed.
Well, yeah, so let's take a second to talk about what's happened since August of 2025. Y'all want to take us through like some y'all hit some milestones and then some. Why don't we start with your time on Shark Tank? Or
Yeah,
even before
that
that, was there something big I'm even forgetting before
um,
that?
I don't think there could be anything bigger, period, than for us, especially as entrepreneurs and us having watched the show. So we did start a prize in August, you're right. Last year we aired on Shark Tank season 17 in early March. That was the biggest sort of milestone, the most meaningful one. An important progress we also made was we expanded our IP. So now we have 4 patents already filed. We're building an IP portfolio. Learned a lot from the judges and feedback at Startup Prize's final competition. That was the one thing that we got to pick their brains upon a lot of. So we finally have an extended IP portfolio. In terms of business traction, we closed the last year in profit. We still did six-figure revenue for our first full calendar year. We're very excited about that. And a rather big recent victory as of just 2 days ago is Brace won the largest business plan competition in the world,
the Rice Business Plan competition in Houston, Texas, over this last weekend. So yeah, things are great.
Yep.
Yes, and maybe fill folks in because, some folks go to Rice Business Plan competition and they might get, a couple thousand here or there, maybe a prize money. What did y'all walk away with this weekend? And it's fine. Go ahead and brag on it because you deserve it. If you don't
Yeah,
say it, I'm going to say it.
extremely modest way to ask that.
Yeah, no, we are very fortunate. Brace was able to take home first place and the grand prize at the Rice Business Plan, totaling around $611,000 and some change. We were very fortunate to, have it been well received by all of the judges and investors, and we've made so many connections with these folks. So it's just onwards and upwards from here.
Yeah, and Rice would also be is also a really good closure to our pre-seed round, which is going to be announced in first week of May. So look out for that announcement. But yeah, we're hoping to get the 600,000 into our larger pre-seed round. More details to follow, but it's been an exciting past 5 days.
I mean, I can't even imagine. I mean, like everything's coming up brace in 2026. It's very exciting. I love seeing all this success for you. So, I guess my question would be, a lot of times here at Startup Prize, we talk about the small prize, right? Like, the big prize, the small prize. We always say, like, the finals, the money, the 10 grand, it's the small prize. I know y'all didn't walk away with the small prize this year. Do you feel like maybe from Startup Prize you won the big prize?
No, we definitely did.
For how pretty the trophy is. I mean, and for anybody who knows me, they know I'm a big trophy guy. So for how pretty the trophy is, we still do think that winning the bigger prize, which was making the connections, meeting the folks, meeting judges who gave us feedback over an hour, which is the by far the most intense and longest and most thorough pitch and Q&A we've ever done, thanks to Startup Prize. I think that was the bigger prize. First, we did not at the time walk away with our largest investment check within Startup Prize. Within a week, we brought on our largest investor thanks to the ecosystem Louisiana is building, but also a lot of IP help, a lot of lawyers that we consulted with. I think out of the 10 judges, four are today on our cap table. So it's been extremely exciting and fulfilling to
Yeah.
have built upon the relationship we started at Startup Price.
Yeah, and those relationships are still with us today. It wasn't something that you do the pitch and then you come out and then you're done. We still like are very close in touch with most of the judges there that we met that weekend. So it's really nice to still continue those conversations and have them see our growth as well.
I love that. And I love that you're still in touch. One thing that we really work here at Startup Price to do is to build that community because we realize at an early stage, you need as many people as you can have in your corner to be advocating for you and like kind of helping you, avoid those common pitfalls or avoid costly mistakes, right? So I got to ask, what's next for Brace? I mean, like, what are those next milestones you're gearing towards? How can we help? How can we continue to help?
Yeah, some a big milestone for us, not as a business that much, but for us is graduating. Within the first week of May, we finally will be out of school. Feels like I've grown old over the last 4 years, going to classes and building this company. But yeah, that would be a big personal milestone. Our parents will be finally very happy. They still don't know the severity of the entrepreneurial journey. But a business milestone would be as soon as we announce the raise early in May, we also will be working full time towards the business. And
I
we have
love that.
too many brand collaborations and announcements to be made this year. So we're working with all the way from globally recognizable footwear brands to legacy brands in workwear. Our investors include some hard hitters within the athletic space, within recovery and performance space. And we also have more products coming out. This is going to be co-branded products with brands you recognize that will be branded and marketed with Brace. So it's going to be an exciting year.
And to be the as we have so many exciting stuff, we like to say that 2026 is our year. Please follow along Brace's journey. Follow us on like social media. Check out our LinkedIn, or even our Instagram, BRCE_shop. And to see along the journeys, check out our website at BRCE.shop. Pretty easy to remember just to follow us along. So that's the biggest support that we could ask from everyone.
I love that so much. It blows my mind that you have managed to build this company while kicking ass in school as well. Like, well done, folks. I mean, like truly, I you know, I think about what I was doing my junior and senior year, and it was nothing this productive. So, congratulations to you both. Congratulations to all you've managed to achieve so far, and we can't wait to see what is next for Brace. And as I said, you can follow them on LinkedIn. We'll have links down below. But again, biggest congrats to y'all. Thanks for making the time. I'm sure this is between graduation, winning everything at Rice. I'm just kidding. I know you didn't win everything, but Callie,
Uh,
congratulations, friend.
reminder.
I'm tickled for you. Do you
Thank
think
you
we
so
could do
much.
maybe a Viva Startup Prize on our way out?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Like maybe. All right. On the count of three, y'all. One, two, three. Viva
Viva
the
the
Startup
Startup
Prize!
Prize!
All right, everyone. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next time. And Tanvi and Madhav, wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much and embrace the lace.